Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome at long last to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Might remember back in the FF8 LP if you tuned into that one. I called FF8 my favorite, but Final Fantasy IX is the one that I said is the best of all of them. You know, Final Fantasy VIII has that special place deep in my heart that nothing can ever really dig out and replace. But Final Fantasy IX is just a perfect game, and it's a close second for my favorite, even though I played it so much later than FF8, which was my introduction to this wonderful series. So as usual, this won't really be 100%. That's, whoa, man, that would be a lot. That would be a lot to show in a Let's Play, but the goal is to show you why I have such reverence for this game, because my god, y'all, it is an all-time masterpiece. It's just the best. It's the sum total of all the love that's ever been put into a Final Fantasy to this point. How's that for a transition? This game is so good. I'm so excited. I've not played Final Fantasy IX in years and years and years. I'm looking forward to this like you would not believe. But the very first thing we're going to do after Zidane, our main protagonist here, strikes that match, is head into the config settings, where we will fiddle about. Memory for the cursor, so it always remembers what part of the menu we are on in battle. Active for the ATB, and we're going to speed things. Oh, yeah, put run on. Speed field messages and fast battle speed. Because FF9, if you don't make these couple little of adjustments early on, can be a little slow. By the way, we are playing on the newly, or new-ishly released PC version. And before you light the candle on the table, make sure you go in that back room for a potion and a little bit of gil. Hey, who's there? Oh, they changed this! They changed this menu. That looks really nice, actually. So our main character is, again, Zidane. Here's some of the supporting cast early on. Where's the boss? Ain't here yet. We got Cinna and Blank and Marcus. And this dude, or this monster, whatever it might be. Oh, this battle theme! Yeah! The best battle theme. The best one! Oh, shit. This playthrough is off to a strong start. We got the Mage Masher right away. It's a rare steal from this very first fight in the game. And it's also kind of a signature weapon, or it's become that over the years for Zidane. You can often see him in art dual-wielding those. We got everything that we need right away. We got, I believe, the potion, the wrist, and the Mage Masher off of him. Just right away. That's the sickest. So no need to steal anymore. Also, you'll note Marcus and Blank and Zidane all have to steal command because they are all thieves. Oh, it was the boss all along. Go easy. It's our opening tutorial battle. Hey, fools. His name is Baku. Baku the Moon Eater. This is why we have an even amount of people in our party. It's a dumb Hearthstone joke. So let's see, what is this plan that he is talking about? Tantalus, the infamous band of daring thieves, that's us, heading to the kingdom of Alexandria. Our mission is to kidnap the heir to the throne, Princess Garnet. Look at this stupid doll. Our ship's about to dock at Alexandria, and when it does, we're going to put on our costumes and perform I Want to Be Your Canary, the most popular play in Alexandria. Recollect Marcus because you're playing the lead. And Marcus is the actor of the group. Zidane and Blank are going to be kidnapping the princess, and Blank is going to distract everyone in the audience. That'll be your cue, Zidane. That's why I kidnapped Braun, right? Queen Braun? So if you fail this question by answering that you're supposed to be kidnapping Queen Braun instead of Princess Garnet enough times, that is to say 64 times in a row, another character from the Tantalus crew comes in to move the game forward and lectures Zidane about being an idiot. What a title drop. What a title drop. Oh, man. Here we go. Again, with these good-ass transitions. And everybody's best boy in the world, Vivi. The mysterious black mage. Start off having tripped. We're a little clumsy. We dropped a ticket to something. And immediately we're going to go backwards on the screen. This, by the way, welcome to Alexandria. This is the kingdom of Alexandria and the capital city of Alexandria. Ruled. Oh, the street urchin, so dreadful. You're no city child. You aren't even a noble. If you take a look around everywhere, there's this statue, the heroine statue. General Madeline fought in the 9th Lindblom War. Tender age of 13, Madeline fought against the Lindblom army with only 9 soldiers under her command. There's all sorts of stuff to pick up around here. If you feel like rubbing your face all over the place, you'll get a lot of cards. Not for Triple Triad, but for Tetra Master. You can also get some gil and some potions, some other stuff. I'm not so inclined to rub my face up against everything. The ruling family here, as mentioned, is the Alexandros family, headed by Queen Braun and Princess Heir to the Throne, Princess Garnet. You can go into an absurd number of the houses and the taverns, like the one in the background there. You can go into so many of these buildings. It's really incredible how many of these interiors are modeled out and how just fucking gorgeous the background art is. And again, you can find all sorts of stuff like Tetramaster cards all over the place. And, oh god, it's Satan's own minigame. The jump rope minigame. The trick, by the way, is to look at Vivi's feet. Whenever his feet touch the ground, that's when you hit the button. It's just a timing, rhythm-based minigame that gets satanic. It's hard as hell. It's infamously so. People have modded the game to make that minigame less demanding. Hippaw. I hid my 3 precious cards in a safe place. It's a good thing that we talked to him before going to the ticket booth to show our ticket to the ticket taker. Because we're going to come down this alley and get something. Yeah, people have made bots and scripts to do the jump rope minigame for the PS4 and PC re-release, because they added an achievement to jump rope 1,000 times in a row without failing once. It used to be that you got rare cards for jumping rope up to 300 times in a row for the best practical reward. By the way, this is where Hippaw hid those 3 cards he was talking about. You can only do this on disc 1 if you talk to him and then come up here first before you progress the story by going to the ticket taker. So we get those 3 cards really early on. We can't do anything like an FF8 where you break the game through triple triad and card modding, but hey, it's nice to show that stuff off. Not that many people know about that. So yeah, up to 300 jumps on the jump rope in a row, you would get the final tier of rare card reward for doing that. Then if you did 1,000, you would get some useless item to commemorate doing so, but there was never an achievement until the PS4 and PC re-release. It's goddamn madness. Also, the jump rope speed, the timing speeds up every now and then. After 20 skips, 50, and 100. And then after 300, it slows back down. It takes like 7 straight minutes of rhythmically hitting the button to do 1,000. So that kid, that rat-faced kid who bumped into us, stole our ticket earlier without Vivi noticing. Oh, and he's clumsy again, tripped. Messed up Dante the Sign Maker's hammering pattern. Kid stole our ticket, appeared to have replaced it with a fake. What a pickpocket. Thievery is a heavily emphasized motif. But Vivi got real sad because he can't get in to see the play now. Aw, poor kid. Hey, it's Rat Kid. You're the one with the phony ticket, ain't you? It's not fake. I'll let you see the show if you become my slave. Ah, well, that's fine. So the only other way to get the 3 cards from the bell at this point is if you tell him that you don't want to be his slave, but then you don't get some of the interactions with him. So this way, it's the best of both worlds. We talk to Hippaw, got the cards, and we can still be the Rat Kid's slave and get all this stuff. You get like a truncated version of this, I believe, if you reject him. Oh hey, it's Mog, the Moogle. This long-running series of fantasy animals, or people, both, in the fantasy species in Final Fantasy. And this one is specifically named Kupo. The Mogs in this game, or the Moogles rather, Mog is from FF6 I believe, the Moogles are your save points for the game. You can record your progress in diaries whenever you see one of the Moogles. And they also have some other things that they can do, some other services they provide. Oh, and this is Stiltskin. Is he leaving? Yeah, this time might be away for a long time. Miss you, Koopa. And say hi to Mosh. Well, if we see him, we'll say hi too. He's a very special friend of Koopa's. Alright, so let's talk to him. So we can also use tents here, which are party recovery items that you can use at save points. You can also talk to him about Mognet, which is a system they use to send and receive letters to each other. And we will do a favor for Kupo. Wants us to deliver a letter for him. Fine, we can be his mailman. By the way, the song you're hearing is Vivi's theme. It is, in my mind, tied with Balam Garden for just being relaxing and peaceful and pretty iconic. Also makes you curious, though. Curious to move forward and explore this strange fantasy town. Ah, don't worry about it, you're not gonna fall. Vivi is afraid of heights. Ah, I guess it fell. No point worrying about it now. What a rat-faced motherfucker. Literally a rat child. I don't even know your name. Our name, of course, is Vivi the Black Mage. Hell yeah, it is. Everybody loves Vivi. And his name is Puck. However, we're gonna continue calling him Rat-Face Boy. Little Rat-Face. So we have a series of planks between one and Perdition that we can cross. And some of these roofs have a couple optional bounties, mostly for gil. Very small amounts of gil. We will get orders of magnitude more gil than anything we could have picked up on the streets in just a second. Oh, we're meeting such a good chunk of our cast already. Saw Garnet there beside Queen Braun. Also saw another one of everyone's favorite boys, Steiner. So Princess Cornelia attempts to flee the castle only to be captured by King Leo. Leo may very well... It's a little bit of a generic name, but maybe a reference to General Leo from FF6. FF9, as you will see, is very reverent towards the rest of the series, and references the other games a lot. Marcus, thou hast lost even thy love. Fortune hath escaped thee. For what end shalt thou live? For the sake of our friend, let us bury our steel in the heart of the wretched King Leo. Pray, sheathe thy swords. This villain is mine alone. So this play is an homage to both King Lear and Romeo and Juliet. And elements of it will come back, will come up over and over again throughout the game. Because there's always a play. This is a Final Fantasy tradition. There's always some kind of performance or play or something to this effect. It's always gotta be. And look at this! We don't get magic, we don't get special attacks, we get special effects! We get SFX for this part, it's so cool! And of course, because it's just special effects, just really cool, colorful special effects, none of it does any damage, it's just real cool that it's there! Maybe it impresses the audience. There is actually a use for it later on, the special effects. I just think that's a cool attention to detail for this battle. Plus, some of the effects are pretty nice. We saw Meteor, we saw Pyrotechnics, and Poly. Yeah, I love FF9 a whole goddamn lot. Oh wait, whoops, there's Meteor. You only hit the command before, I think. Unless I just did it twice in a row without realizing. God, this game is so alive. It's as alive as that audience in that FMV. Beautiful and ravish. I fucking love it. FF9 is special. So we just have to do a bunch more damage to the king. Just a couple more hits. That was a nice crit. That was not seen the last of me, Marcus. If Prince Schneider were to marry Princess Cornelia, peace would reign over both their kingdoms. It is foolishness. If all were so easy, why none would suffer in this world. And now the big sword fight! The thing this most reminds me of is the dragon fight between Laguna and the Ruby Dragon in FF8. Let's see. Oh, we have Xbox commands. I'm using a DS4. I'm gonna mess this up. It messes with the wiring in my brain. Yeah, I'm gonna need to look and think for a second. I remember this happened way back during the QTEs in RE4. So far, it's just X and triangle, Y and A. Plus D-pads, which shouldn't mess that up. How well you perform these, by the way, has an impact on how the crowd reacts, all the nobles in the audience. You get better rewards for doing this if you impress the nobles. I've already missed a few of these. You occasionally hear them cheering. They love some actions more than others. But if you don't impress everyone, which we definitely didn't there, 72 out of 100. Queen Ron was not impressed. You have to hit all of them perfectly. Let's try that again. I think I have this right in my head now. So I'm playing on PC with a DualShock 4. You have to nail all of them to impress Queen Ron. You can impress 100 out of 100 nobles without doing every QT correctly. Because there's a little bit of randomness, as I was saying. Certain moves will randomly occur that impress the crowd more than others. And of course, you have to impress the queen in order to get the best reward out of this. So far, I haven't messed anything up. So this is based on accuracy in the Western version. The Japanese version is based on accuracy and the speed you do the QTEs in. Under I have 100 were impressed, which means Queen Braun should also be quite impressed. Good. Not doing another encore. And they showered us with 10,000 gil. Makes what we were getting off the streets a pittance in comparison. Alright, so we beat up the guards backstage after a sword fight. The helmet kind of smells. What are you talking about? My helmet totally reeks. My armor's way too big. My back's real itchy. Boots are wet. My gloves are all slimy. There are cookie crumbs in the pockets. Okay, I get the picture. Oh, the frog. Alright, so we're gonna pour some sleeping potion into Garnet's tea. And Blank will distract everyone else, it seems like. Welcome to the inside of Alexandria Castle. It's a really nice interior, too. According to Recon, the royal seat should be right above these stairs. The scene where Marcus sneaks into Cornelia's chamber is almost starting. So we're gonna get on with our mission. She's dressed funny. It's the hooded girl. Ran out of the place that they know the queen and the princess should be staying. Haven't we met before? I don't know you. Give him the Larry David eye. Maybe you're right, I never let someone as pretty as you get away. Well, time for the hooded girl to exit stage left. It was Princess Garnet! And here we get the introduction to Zorn and Thorn. This is terrible. Our heads Queen Braun will have. We must hurry, hurry, we must! Also, look at the portrait of Queen Braun in the background. It's being horrifying. Trouble we are in trouble. Oh, this fucking music, it's so good! This whole soundtrack is a 100 out of 100 perfect soundtrack. Hurry to see Her Majesty, we must. So Steiner gets in the way, captain of the Knights of Pluto. And also, there's Beatrix back there. This fucking cast is so good. Veritable emergency of urgency. Wasting all this time. Here's Beatrix always trying to one-up me. Yeah, so what is the problem? Garnet is in danger. Oh no. God, is that a hat or are those her ears? Is that part of her crown? Her design is so bizarre. Oh, and she ran off with the royal pendant. Captain, we all know his name. Steiner. What a good boy. Alright. She commands him to go find Garnet right away. And he goes to assemble the Knights of Pluto. We know where two of them are. They were knocked out and stripped in that back room. Blitzen and Cole, or Kohel. Just gonna call him Cole. Ah, that's the wonderful thing about pre-voice acting Final Fantasy. The voice acting that started in FF10. You can never be wrong about the pronunciations of weird names. Fucking Ramu in FF15. Get out of here. Rama. Or Ram. So that is gonna do it for the introduction episode to FF9. I hope y'all are ready for a long haul, but a great one. Love this game so much. So eager to get into the meat of it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that other stuff. Take it easy, have a good one.